women's soccer with head coach Vernon Croft. As Zips women's soccer continues Mid-American Conference play, we look back on recent games, talk with senior Maggie Rusnick, and look as the Zips continue Mid-American Conference play this weekend as they head to Michigan. All that and more on Zips women's soccer with head coach Vernon Croft. Hi everyone, welcome. I'm your host, Chrissy Perbonik. Coach, we're in the middle of Mid-American Conference play.
Yep.
How are we feeling?
Feeling good. You know, we dropped some games that we felt like we maybe shouldn't have dropped, but the MAC is a very competitive conference from top to bottom. And you know, we've been on the upside of a couple of games of late, and we've been on the downside of a couple of games of late, but we've kept ourselves in a position where we can still qualify for the MAC tournament. At the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do.
The Ohio game was a decent game, and Bowling Green, last time we talked, you talked about how important battling back is. Bowling Green game is especially a good example.
Yeah, especially since against Ohio we were up 2-1 at halftime, and you know, had that game a bit in control, and you know, an error here, an error there, and they end up drawing it. So we didn't finish that game out, which is something that we talk about a lot in training. So for us to be down a goal at halftime against Bowling Green and then to be able to come back and win that game says a lot about the character of the players, character of the team as a whole, and really we talked about that hashtag earlier in the year with commit, but their commitment to the changes that we made and the tweaks that we made at halftime. And
Lonnie Smith, she was huge in both games for you. Can you talk about her?
She had a goal in both games and a game winner on Sunday against Bowling Green. I think it was maybe 5 or 6 minutes left in the game. And that goal that she got, you know, one of the things we've talked to Lonnie about probably in the last 3 or 4 weeks is really about her work rate off the ball. And that goal was based on her work rate off the ball, being able to run onto a ball that Bree Cans had knocked in off of winning a 50-50 duel. And then basically it was Lonnie's work rate to get her in behind the defense and a heck of a goal. I mean, I hope the highlights end up on the show because that's a heck of a ball that she knocked past the goalkeeper.
Absolutely. With a victory over Bowling Green, women's soccer advances to 2-5-1 in the MAC and are in 4th place in the Mid-American Conference East. When we come back, we talk to senior Maggie Rusnick.
Even the smallest Zip can be a part of the team by joining Zippy's Kids Club. It's the coolest club around for kids 12 and under. Zippy's Kids Club is presented by North Akron Savings Bank. For more information, visit gozips.com/Zippy's Kids Club.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Zips Women's Soccer with head coach Vernon Croft. I'm your host, Chrissy Perbonik. I'm joined with senior defender Maggie Rusnick. Maggie, you're a local girl from Canton. What has it been like playing for Akron these past years?
It's been a really great experience playing for Akron. I love being close to home. My family have been able to come to basically all my games. A bunch of girls that I played with in high school have been able to come, so it's been an awesome 4 years, and I love the support from all my family and friends. So
you're very lucky to be staying so close to home, and you are a senior. What has been your leadership philosophy this year for your team?
Well, one of the main things I like to do is I personally like to lead by example. If I'm out there working hard, it'll help motivate others to work hard as well. So that's always been something that I've been known to do. So yeah, and just keeping a positive outlook and staying optimistic, that's one of my main leadership philosophies. So
sounds like you're doing a good job of that. And then we are getting towards the end of the regular season. What are your expectations as you head to Michigan this weekend and then return home for Buffalo?
We're hoping to go there to end up with 2 wins. It's 2 very, very tough teams who've been doing really well this season, but we feel like with our win against Bowling Green, it's helped give us momentum, so we're hoping to come back with 2 wins, so yeah, that'll be fun. Hopefully it'll stay warm for us.
Yeah, seriously. Well, good luck to you, Maggie, and we'll see you out there.
Thank you.
Thanks. Coach Maggie is a local girl from Canton, and she's also one of your seniors. How has she really impacted the team as a senior?
She's been fantastic as a senior. You know, one of the things that we've run into, as we talked about, I think, in the last show, was the number of injuries that we've had. And we're starting to get some of those injuries back. We had some injuries from Friday night going into Sunday, but Maggie's versatility has been fantastic for us. You know, I think she's been an outside back, she's been a center back, she's been a holding mid, she's been a wide mid. She's been at basically everything for us, and that's been able to help us plug some holes based on some injuries. So her versatility has probably been the biggest key as a senior for us this year.
I would agree that versatility is very, very important, especially in the game of soccer.
Absolutely.
And then the game against Central Michigan was senior night. Tell us about it.
Well, you know, it's always great to to celebrate the seniors. And for me, this was a different year of celebrating with the seniors since I haven't been with them for 4 years. But this is a class that really, as juniors, grasped some of the changes and the competitiveness that we wanted to instill in our program. So I was super excited about the weekend. And, senior night, obviously, the result wasn't great, but we had some good excitement at the beginning of the game with honoring the seniors. And then even Saturday, we had our senior banquet. First time we've done that here, and this was a good group for us to have a senior banquet. And, so we were able to celebrate them and their careers. And, again, that hashtag with commit, I think that was their word. And I think they embodied that word in many ways. But most specifically, as I talked about Saturday night, was their commitment to each other. And it might be one of the tightest senior classes I've coached in at any institution in my 20-some years of coaching and having senior classes. So going to miss them tremendously, but excited to see what the legacy is going to be for them with our last 3 games coming up.
I'm excited as well. When tweeting to Zips Women's Soccer, make sure you hashtag commit at the end. When we come back, Coach and I will preview upcoming games.
Zips fans, register today for the new and improved Rewards program. Earn points and prizes for interacting with the Zips on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and more. Registration is free and easy, and you could win tons of great prizes. Visit zipsrewards.com today to begin collecting points.
Welcome back to Zips Women's Soccer with head coach Vernon Croft. I'm your host, Chrissy Perbonik. Coach, this weekend's road trip to Michigan against Western and Eastern. What are your expectations?
Obviously, expectations going into a road trip are try to control what we can control because obviously we're not at home. And, with Eastern and Western, you're looking at Eastern's and they're both top 3 in the MAC West.
Yeah.
Both have already qualified for the MAC tournament. So their tactics with the next couple games are more about seeding purposes, where our tactics are still about trying to put ourselves in a position to qualify. So, we're excited about the trip. We still hold our destiny in our own hands, and that's something that we've talked to the kids about. Is the minute we don't have that and we rely on other teams and other games to determine whether we get in or not, it becomes really dicey at that point. So we're expecting to go up. We had a great day of training yesterday. We look forward to a great day of training when we get up there to prepare for the game, and we'll just see what happens. We're good enough. Yeah. It's just a matter of what can we control and keep in control and implement our style as we step into their campuses.
I think one of the coolest things about the team is battling, which you keep saying, battling back, battling. And because these two teams have already have their seat, battling will be huge. I think that will give you guys an advantage. Absolutely.
I think so too. Our mentality is going to be a big advantage for us. And we talked earlier about the legacy of the seniors, and we've kind of talked to them a little bit a number of times throughout the season. And really, this is going to be an opportunity for that senior group to really, because at the end of this weekend, we could be secure. For sure. We could be secure regardless of the result with Buffalo, and that would really be the point of legacy for the seniors.
Absolutely. And you just mentioned Buffalo. You return home the following weekend to host Buffalo.
Yep, on Halloween. And I think marketing's done a great job of organizing some trick-or-treating and what have you for the kids that are going to be at the game. So it's going to be an exciting day for us. And, Buffalo, and even last year, was an overtime game for us. And in the past, it's pretty much been 1-goal games. So it's going to be a nonstop battle for 90 minutes or even more. I mean, I don't know how many overtime games Buffalo's been in this year, a number, both ending in a draw and winning maybe one and dropping a couple in overtime. So they're a team that plays for even longer than 90 minutes. A little bit of excitement with that game as well, with Jill's twin sister being a member of Buffalo's team. And so their last opportunity of their careers to play against each other be an excitement too for Jill and her family, and even for our family here as we can help Jill have a winning record against her twin.
Absolutely. I agree. For head coach Vernon Croft, I'm Chrissy Perbonik. We'll see you guys next time. Women's soccer hits the road Friday, October 25th at 3 p.m. as they travel to Western Michigan. The Zips will return to play Sunday, October 27th at Eastern Michigan, kickoff at 1 p.m. The Zips will return home Thursday, October 31st, Halloween, at 4 p.m. as they will play host to Buffalo at First Energy Stadium, Cub Cadet Field. For ticket information, call 1-888-99-AKRON or visit zipstickets.com.